Jörn Fischer. We're here at the Resilience 2014 conference in Montpellier, and this morning we had a session on transdisciplinarity. And there's so much disciplinarity, so there's multi and inter and trans. And can you tell us a bit about the difference between these?
Sure. So I guess the traditional thing is actually disciplinary research, where people just come from one particular background, like say economics or physics or ecology or political science or something like that. Then as the next step to that, people recognize that sometimes we need multiple perspectives. So that then comes multidisciplinarity. That's where you have multiple different perspectives on a given problem, but they're not really integrated in any way. Then interdisciplinarity is all about actually integrating those disciplines as you work together with a group of different scientists. So for example, a political scientist might work with an economist and an ecologist together and generate some kind of new combined understanding that you wouldn't have gained by just sort of adding the disciplines in hindsight. And then transdisciplinarity is when you actually involve stakeholders in this process as well, who know things in a different kind of a way, and bringing all of that together is often seen to be even more useful for sustainability science and resilience science.
Okay, and so is transdisciplinarity then always a good thing?
I think in general the idea to listen to stakeholders and see what's important to them, I think is probably always a good thing. But I'd also be a little bit careful that we shouldn't only value research that is especially defined by stakeholders. So some really complex problems, I think scientists sometimes are aware of them being major problems, perhaps even before stakeholders are. Say, many stakeholders or people haven't experienced that we actually have crossed planetary boundaries, for example, but we probably have. So you need scientists for that and not just stakeholders to drive the research.
Okay, and how do we make it work in practice, transdisciplinarity?
Well, I guess there's many different perspectives on that, but I can give you my own perspective that I try to use in my own research. And we use a thing that we call integration by place, case and process. And the idea there is that we have different scholars from different disciplines working in the same place, first of all. Within the same place, focusing on the same set of cases. So those cases might be, say, different farms or a set of different villages. And then we make sure that we have certain processes within the research team, like regular meetings, informal exchange, very important to actually make this happen in practice.